Hello. I think I've turned down the music just a tiny bit. It's a little loud. Just a little loud. Hello. That is not the right thing I was supposed to click. This one's the right thing I'm supposed to click. There we go. There's me. There's Riley. Slash Wealthdrog. Just still throws me off every time. I am here. The music sounds very loud to me, but I think it's just loud in my headphones. I don't think it's actually that loud for you guys. I think it's like a reasonable volume for you. I have an Indiana who might demand to be let out in a moment. Hello, my pretty girl. We are working on... Is it fine over there? Perfect. Perfect! I love that it's fine over there. That's all I want to hear. We are working on a commission for my beloved That Jerk Ahmed, who is not a jerk, despite his username across multiple platforms. So here are my references. He wants his Pokemon trainer Sona, and his beloved Squirtle, aka the bottom tier of first-gen starters. I said it. I'll say it again. Bottom tier. No, it's fine. They're all pretty much equally good. Alright, let's do the block in real quick. I have a vague idea of what I want to do. So that's the ground. Squirtle. Rough buffer. Yeah, like, someone's got to be the worst. And it's probably Charmander, but... I don't know. Charmander turns into Charizard, and I know that's like cringe, but I love him. He's my friend. He's my friend and my buddy, my pal, my sweet cheese. I'm not sure if this is the pose I'm gonna go with. This is just a concept sketch. Oh, sorry, I had something on my tablet. I have to move. I don't have a lot of room on my desk, so a lot of things are kind of piled up together. It can't be Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is the superior first-gen starter. Or at least in my humble opinion. Bulbasaur he's just a little guy, and then he evolves into a bigger version of the little guy. And I think there's something to be said about that. I think it's going to be closer to this. So. More of a classic Pokemon trainer pose. I don't know. Maybe that puts the trainer not as in the spotlight. I think that's a problem. I gotta bring him closer, I guess. You're gonna shrink a little bit, my little guy. My little guy. It's going to be a very similar, if not identical, pose to the one I had earlier, but it's just going to be closer up. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, ba, da, da. Oh shit, I never announced that the stream was starting. My bee. I should do that. I should probably also do it on my Discord. I always forget to announce things on places. various platforms that I use. Ba-ba-bum. There we go. Oh, didn't mean for that square to happen. Now I only have to draw one foot. Although I'll probably draw both feet and just ink them on separate layouts, maybe. I'll figure it out. This is really just the rough pose kind of concept. He's got... I'm missing no gotten to the commission. Yeah, just one. Just one little guy. Just one little missing now. Okay. Alright, so that's the basic pose, I think. Looks pretty good as a silhouette. I think it looks pretty good. So we're gonna tighten that up. We'll do the Squirtle first because that's easier for me as a person. I can draw a Squirtle with my eyes closed. I think everyone can draw a Squirtle with their eyes closed. It's just a turtle. It's just a turtle. It's just a turtle. With, I think, 3 fingers? It might be 4. No, Pokemon doesn't usually do 4 fingers because it's a very Japanese product. So, and 4 is like an unlucky number in Japanese culture. So a lot of Pokemon have either 3 or 5. There's not too many with 4. They don't really get 4 until much later generations when they stop exclusively designing them for global consumption. I mean, when they stop exclusively designing them for Japanese consumption and go like more global. It'd be like that. We are actually listening to the entire Stardew Valley soundtrack instead of just the original, so we're going to hear some songs we didn't hear last time. If Squirrel gets to wear 5 sunglasses, can they also wear arm warmers? I don't see why not. But I'm not the Squirtle. I do not get to decide what he can and cannot wear. I think he should be able to wear arm warmers if he so chooses. I think that makes sense. Is that really what the pattern on the belly looks like? No, right? Maybe. I have to look that up now. Yeah, it is what the pattern... I was so wrong. For some reason I thought it was much more simple than that. Oh, I have a cat outside my room. He wants in, but I'm sorry, I already have a cat in here. And Indiana is so fickle as it is. I don't wanna scare her off. I don't want her to be scared and leave. Yeah, I guess that's the right pattern. Da, 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 da. Cat quota, yeah, cat quota is met. If it was the baby, if I had the kitten in here and the goblin one to be in here, I think that would be fine. But Indiana is just, she's a one bed, one cat kind of gal, you know? She doesn't really want to hang out with other people. Yeah, he does kind of look like he has one of those like Halloween costume muscle bods. Just a little bit. I think he does have 4 fingers. Maybe? Yeah, I'm not so sure. How did they draw him? They drew him with like actual human hands. That is not useful. But only 3 consistently across all of them, so I'm gonna believe he only has 3. Oh, the goblin's so mad that he's not allowed in. Yeah, 3 looks good. It's like Ninja Turtles have 3, so I think turtles just only have 3 toes. I think that's just the agreement. I think that's just what they have. Your head should be a little bit smaller than that. I googled Squirtle fingers. How did that turn out for you? Because I would not make that Google search. Whoa, it's Mudkip. It is Mudkip. AKA the best water starter. Although I like Poplio too. I like most starters. Like, most starters are pretty good. Like, the worst starter probably recently is Sprigatito. It's okay. I get it. It's pretty cute. I do like that it's a weed cat, but I know it's not going to be bipedal, so I'm just not that excited about it. Alright, so we're going to hide him real quick. We're going to do trainer tights. Because I think I have to ink them on different things. He might get a second round of tightening, because I have to add a lot more. The only thing from Googly Squirrel Fingers I saw was a picture of Squirrel, a pictures of squirrel tattoos on fingers. That's pretty hardcore. Jacket looks a little bit puffy, so I like that. And it is zipped up. The best starter in the last decade was Torracat. Torracat is not the starter, that was Litten. Litten is pretty good though. I really like, listen, I love its evolution, I don't know what to tell you. I think it's very funny. What is my favorite? My favorite Pokemon of the recent decades is, I know it's like cliche, and it's a really popular one. I really like Cinderace. Not that all starters aren't like popular ones. Like, they pretty much all are. It's like by the nature of being a starter is you are popular. That's just how it works. Even if you're like a less popular one, you're still a popular Pokemon, you know? I like Cinderace though. Like, I know it's the favorite, but I don't know, I think he's cool. He was my buddy in my first playthrough. I like Rillaboom as well. He was my buddy in my second playthrough. Greninja's really good. Greninja, of like the really big ones, Greninja's just a really cool design. He's executed to perfection. He's just very cool. Greninja's a really good. They're all really good Pokemon. All Pokemon are pretty good. Maybe not all, but most Pokemon are pretty good. Most Pokemon are pretty good, in my humble opinion. He has a tongue. He does have a tongue scarf, which is gross. But like, instead of hating it, I'm kind of like, actually, I kind of think it's kind of cool. Like, I should be grossed out by it, but I'm like, actually, it's kind of dope. It's actually kind of sick as hell. Like, it should be bad, but it's not. It's actually pretty cool. I bench a lot of my starters. Do you? You don't like your starter? I've never done that. I've never benched my starter. The new Decidueye is cool. All the legendary forms. Yeah, I really like all the legendary forms. I felt like Samurot's was a little bit disappointing. Compared to, like, it just kind of looks exactly like regular Samurott, but like a little edgier. Sandslash is really good. Sandslash is a good baby. Like, as far as babies go, it's pretty good. But no, I've never benched my starter. I love my starter, man. I refuse to use this professorship tyranny. Yeah, I've never done that. That's interesting. Maybe I won't just draw this leg. Maybe I will. I was gonna ink them separately, and I'm like, I don't think I want to draw this other leg, is really my issue. I just don't want to. I just don't want to. I don't think I should have to. Personally. Emotionally. Physically. I've benched a few into late Gen 5 runs, but never outside of that. Maybe that's what I'll do. I was thinking about playing Pokemon for the stream. Like the old school Pokemon. Like starting with Blue. Like Blue, not like Fire Red, Leaf Green. Like actual Blue. Maybe that's what I'll do to make it interesting. Like, I was thinking briefly about doing a Nuzlocke, but I'm like, I feel like that's going to be annoying. Nuzlocks are hard, and I don't really want to do that. I'm not good enough at Pokemon to do a Nuzlocke, I think, is really my issue. Oh, he's got much rounder eyes than that. But maybe that's what I'll do. And I'll try to use Pokemon I've just never used before. That might be fun. Like, see if I can beat the game with, like, fucking Primeape and shit. And I don't care about if they're competitively viable. I'm not trying to be competitive. I'm just trying to beat the game. Just don't tell me that, like, oh, Generation 1 Primeape ruled. No, I don't fucking care. I love Rattata as an operator. I like Rattata. He's a cute little guy. Raticate. I like Raticate too. I like that he's like gross. If you want to do a Nuzlocke XY are very beginner friendly for it according to a Nuzlocke streamer I watch. I don't. But that's like I don't think I want to do a Nuzlocke. I was just trying to think of an interesting way to do a Pokemon like playthrough. Like that's really that's all I was trying to do. I'm gonna rename it Tights. Alright, let's sketch some of this out. That way it's a little bit more. Only learn sets? No, I think I'm just gonna pick Pokemon I think are interesting. Like, I don't care if there's like a rule set. I think the rules are fun, kind of, to watch if you, like, know a lot about Pokemon. I don't know enough about Pokemon to justify doing something like that. I don't want to be a Pokemon streamer. Does that make sense? I just want to play Pokemon on stream for like nostalgic reasons, because I haven't played the original Pokemon in probably 20 years. And I think that would be fun. Like, I would rather die than do a Pokemon Nuzlocke. That doesn't sound fun at all. Play it after it's gone through 2,000 layers of Google Translate. No. Again, I think I'm just gonna play it and pick Pokemon I like. I might just use Sandslash. I think that's enough of a challenge. Use the cute ones. There's a lot of shitty Pokemon. But they're very cute, so they should be on my team. And I still think you can beat a Pokemon game with shitty Pokemon. The game's for children. Hello! Beloved Jovi Shark. We are sketching. Sketch, sketch, sketch. I think I've basically done the sketch. I might move on to inks. It might be inking time. Oh, get up there. Butterfree is shit, but he's my friend. Butterfree is my friend, is the thing. He is my friend. He's not a great Pokemon, but he is my pal. He's my buddy. My sweet cheese. My rotten soldier. I quote that TikTok sound a lot for someone who can't remember the exact order everything goes in. I think that just needs to be like that a little bit. Want to use some shape Pokemon that are cute and continue after blue? Oh boy, Gen 2 has a ton of those. Yeah, Gen 2 has a lot of shitty Pokemon that are still pretty cute. But Gen 2's hard. Alright, let's shrink this file down just a tiny bit so I can make it bigger. I'll move the sketch over a little bit. That way I can really shrink it down. Dun, dun, dun. Butterfree is a glass cannon. He's my buddy. I was like, this is me. It is your Pokesona, in your defense. That is canonical. That guy he just looks like you. I don't know what to tell you. My Pokesona is Mimikyu, but Mimikyu rules, so... Mimikyu is a good Pokemon. He's a great guy. He has borderline personality disorder, and I love him. What is my Pony-Sona? I've never figured that one out. The pony I relate to most is Applejack. But, like, a Pony-Sona is much more personal. Like, you have to design your Pony-Sona. I've never designed a Pony-Sona. I want to be Poochyena. I love Poochyena. Poochyena is so good. All the Pokemon that you find, like, in, like, the first two, can't think of the word, routes, those are usually all pretty cute. They start you off with really cute little guys. Pony-Sona art stream, maybe. Maybe. If I get this done quickly, I might just hop into that. We're already on the inking phase and it's been 20 minutes. So, sometimes the art happens quickly. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer. Sometimes the art takes 100 years, and sometimes the art just flows out. Today, it just kind of flowed out, so... but we'll see. The inking part might not. The inking part seems to be going okay so far, but we're only on the eyes, so... We're not that far. We aren't that far yet. Yeah, I don't know what my Pony-Sona would look like. Probably weed. And tired. Weed and tired. Like everyone else's 30-year-olds Pony-Sonas. Because the only people who still watch My Little Pony are people who smoke weed at age 30. There we go. My Pony-Sona. He's very sad. I don't know what his cutie mark is. That's because I don't have a personality as far as I'm concerned. What's my special talent? I don't fucking know. There we go. I should save this. I always forget to save things. Not this time. Not this time. I've remembered. I don't like how long that one is. I thought my Pokemon was Snorlax, honestly. But I hate sleeping. Then I saw Green and Scoof's face and was like, you are me. I love sleeping. What? Who hates sleeping? Sleeping rules. What's wrong with you? I wish I could sleep. I haven't really slept in like 3 days. for context there. A bitch has a form of insomnia. I kinda took a nap this afternoon. By take a nap, I mean I laid down in the dark and listened to Kitchen Nightmares as if it was a podcast. I'm almost done the season though, so I have to like find something else to air quote watch. Da, da, da. Anybody that doesn't appreciate sleeping is more than welcome to be at my house 6 in the morning for the kids to wake them up. Yeah, like no, I love sleep. Sleep is my favorite activity. Gandalf gets to lick a graham cracker because it's her favorite activity. Mine is sleeping. If I could sleep all day, I would. Who wouldn't? I hate doing things. That's probably because I have spicy depression. It's probably not a good thing. Hello, who's the Muse? Hello, everyone. Imagine a dark sleep. I wish I could imagine a dark sleep. I mean, it got better once... every couple years, I usually get like a really bad bout of insomnia. And once I realized you don't really have to sleep, you really just kind of have to rest, it stopped being quite as bad. Like, it's still not great, and I still wish I could sleep. But at least, like, laying down in the dark is better than not sleeping. Like, it's better than just not trying, you know? Like, it doesn't feel like I'm accomplishing anything, obviously. But I can't do anything because I can't, like, focus or, like, draw or, like, read. Like, my eyes hurt too much to do that. But at least if I lay in the dark, it's like sleeping, you know? You kind of get that same benefit. Yeah, it's sleep adjacent. And that's better than not trying, you know? Like, even on your worst insomnia days, just lay there in the dark with your eyes closed. And like dark, not watching TV, not reading on your phone. Your eyes closed in the dark. And then your brain will feel slightly less garbage. Not completely less garbage, because again, you're not sleeping. But better than nothing. Better than nothing. And that's what I've been doing for the last couple... At this point, it's got to be like 3 weeks. I was going to say days, but it's definitely been weeks of this. Gotta have that. Yeah, I use I have blackout curtains on my windows, but it still kind of gets in. I really just have them to reduce glare when the sun is setting, because it like goes directly on my fucking computer screen. Because of where my computer is, and my computer can only be like one place in my room, so this is where it's gotta be. But when I sleep, I wear like those what are those called? Like the little eye mask things? I don't know what those are called. Well, I wear one of those when I sleep. Like in addition to that. Yeah. Gotta tie a shirt to your head in the dark. That's too much. I wear a little eye mask with like, that's lined in silk, so it's nice and soft. Nice and soft. Beep. I have no idea what song this is. Oh, Happy Junimo Show. I don't know what that means. No fucking idea what that means. Dun, 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 dun. I think it's probably a 1.5 thing. And I've just never noticed it. Dun, dun, dun. Need to thicken that up. That might be too thick. It's probably, yeah. Da, 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 da. For anyone curious, we are listening to the Stardew Valley soundtrack because DMCA is kind to it and I can upload it to anywhere I want. Because Mr. Concerned Ape is like, yeah, I don't give a shit. It's the only reason why we're listening to it. It's not usually the kind of music I listen to when I draw. But it doesn't really matter because I'm talking. Like, if I wasn't talking, it might be weird. Usually when I draw, I watch a video or I listen to pop punk like it's 2005. Lately I've been really getting back into old school Panic at the Disco, the Ryan Ross era, because I miss it, and Ryan Ross wrote some very devastating lyrics that stick with me to this day. Like everything from Pretty Odd, fuck that album, it makes me so sad. Ryan Ross was not okay, but neither was I, so I related to it differently. I love Newfound Glory. I actually didn't listen to Newfound Glory, like, back in the day. I, like, listened to them, like, I don't know, probably 15 years later. They're really good. It was like finding new pop punk that I really liked, even though, again, it was very old. I'd never listened to them as a teen or in early 20s. They just weren't in like my radar, I guess. I saw them live with what? God, I haven't thought about Less Than Jake in like 1,000 years. Woof. They're good. I like them though. Just Jesus. I'm also an old. The last concert I went to was the Aquabats, I think. Like a really long time ago. I saw them with MC Lars. And by saw them with MC Lars, I mean I showed up after MC Lars' performance. I don't really like MC Lars. I was very rude to him in a coffee shop once, but not on purpose. I didn't know it was him. I was waiting for my friends to show up, so I was waiting in the Starbucks. And he saw that I was going to see the Aquabats because I was like in my rash guard and all that jazz. And he like tried to have a conversation with me. Not like to hit on me or anything like that, just like to have a conversation. And I just kind of blew him off. I was like, I don't really want to talk to a stranger. I did not realize he was MC Lars and he was like performing that night. But also, I did not care about his set. He's fine. I just didn't give a shit about him. But that's not why I was rude to him. I was just rude to him because I'm a rude person and I don't really care about strangers. That's not... it wasn't because specifically he was MC Lars. Dun, dun, dun. Ow. Gotta do a big stretch. I gotta sippy some water. It's water time. Sip, sip. I gotta do a big stretch. You're never too old for trombones. You are correct, Jiffy Pop. Not that the Aquabat uses trombones anymore. They don't. They have one guy who sometimes plays the saxophone poorly. That's it. Normally he's playing the keyboard. I love the Aquabats though. I'm sure many of you were here for my Aquabats phase that lasted like, I don't know, 5 years. They're good. I don't know what to tell you. Do I like that there? I might have to go up a little bit. Just a skosh. Just a skosh. That's pretty right. I'm sure we all watched the Nintendo Direct, I'm assuming. Yes, no. I'm so glad it was for the gays, specifically. There was so many fucking farming games. I'm so excited. Charge is a great album. Charge is, like, in my humble opinion, it's their best album. Aside from maybe, like, Versus The Floating Eye of Death, which is, like, their other best album. That's definitely more ska and less rock. But Charge is so good. Charge is, like, it's definitely, like, their most, like, pop album. But, yeah, Fae Farm, Story Seasons is the one I'm most excited about, because I never really played the original Harvest Moon, and I've always wanted to. And now they're just remaking it, but also you can be gay now. And I'm like, sold. I would like to be gay. I would like to be gay in Harvest Moon. Who doesn't want to be gay in Harvest Moon? Apparently you can also be non-binary in this one. Like, you can just choose either like version of the farmer, and then I guess pick they them pronouns. It seems like. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm really stoked about it. I am so... Harvestella has non-binary options? Really? That's pretty cool. Well, that Fae Farm should, then. I guess we don't know that Fae Farm doesn't. They might. Like, I don't know. I think non-binary is just the way to go. Just makes it easier. Still waiting on it. Yeah, I would love a 1,000-year port. That's a GameCube game, though. I don't think that can be on... That's GameCube, isn't it? Is it not GameCube? I don't know. I don't know. Listen, if Nintendo wants to keep selling me games I already own, they can, as long as they're the games I want. Like, I mean, I care a little bit about GoldenEye. I will play that when that pops up. But I don't really care. I didn't really care about anything else that was announced that was coming out to the thing, you know? Yeah, like I still have a GameCube, so if I want to play 1,000 Year Door, I can just go play 1,000 Year Door. We still own that game. It is present. Oh, I didn't realize this had a blue stripe along the top. I gotta fix that. Yeah, they really do. I like a good remake or a port, as long as they do something different with it. If they just, like, when they put, like, the fucking, when they did that, like, 3-pack of Mario games, that was stupid. That was dumb. I didn't care for that at all. But, like, if it's a game I haven't, like, had access to in a really long time, and they, like, did an HD remake of it, like, remakes are great. I don't care about, like, direct ports of 1,000-year-old games, unless it's really cheap. Like, if you're making me spend $20 a pop on fucking Mario 64, bite me. That game's 1,000 years old. Mario 64 should not cost that much money. I'm so mad about Sunshine Port. The Switch does not have the bump. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have the bumper sensitivity. And they did not, like fix that at all. It is what it is, I guess. I didn't play it, so I don't really care. I could just play the original one. But, like, I don't know. I like HD remakes. Like, I really wish they would redo entirely, for reals, what's it called? Banjo-Kazooie. Like, Banjo-Kazooie would level up so hard if they just, like... Yeah, the Galaxy port sucked. Have fun, News the Muse. I would love an HD remake of Banjo-Kazooie. Like a proper HD remake. Because stylistically, Banjo-Kazooie slaps. Like, it's already got, like, all the components of, like, a really good video game. It just is... It's a product of its time, basically. So if they just upgraded it a little bit and made it a little easier to play and, like, polished the art a tiny bit without, like, changing too much of it, I would die for that. Banjo is with Rare, right? A remake would be tricky. It would be tricky. You are correct. Not impossible, but tricky. I think they could do it without Nintendo, is really the thing. You wouldn't have... You could put it on the fucking... Yeah, you could put it on the Xbox. Like, you don't have to put it on the Switch. You could put it on anything. I mean, I would put it on the Switch, personally. I think that's where the audience for that kind of game is. That one ear is way too far out. Way too far out. Yeah, but that version sucks. It looks hideous now. I want it to be pretty by modern standards. Listen, I don't like the way the remake looks. I don't like the way I like the way the old stuff looks because it's like charming and like very polygony. I want a fucking remake that's like the Spyro remakes. Like I want it to be like that level of polish and pretty, you know. Michael Jones did a Let's Play of it like 10 years ago and he never finished Tui. I didn't hate Yooka-Laylee, so my problem with Yooka-Laylee is that it was too big. It was just too big. They needed to scale it down by about like 80%. And it probably would have been fine if there wasn't just a lot of running around. It's like how Hyrule Fields in Ocarina of Time is. Yeah, in theory you have a lot of places to run around. There's nothing fucking there. Like you can run around in any direction, but there's nothing to explore or see. Yeah, the second Yooka-Laylee was really good. The proper platform one, the 2D one, that slapped. I had a really good time with that. But I didn't hate Yooka-Laylee. It was fine. It was just a lot of running and not a lot of finding things or exploring. It was just a lot of space. And I'm like, you should have put stuff here. If you're gonna make me do that. Like, it just was big for the sake of being big. And I don't know. It wasn't that fun to do. Everything else about it was fine. Yeah, the Rextra bit did suck. But, like, in general, I think it was fine. It just was, it's too big. There was just nothing to do in all those spaces. Yeah, the scope is just too large. If you just shrunk it down by, again, conservatively, at least 50%, probably more. It just needs to be denser. Or you need to put stuff in those places. Like, there's no reward for exploration. Because there's nothing there. There's nothing in these spaces. And that's the real problem with Yooka-Laylee. That is the big, big problem with it, in my humble opinion. There is just nothing in it. Like, it's fine otherwise, but there's no reward for exploration, which is exactly what, like, a 3D platformer needs, is rewards for exploration. Otherwise, why would you go to places? Why would you go there? There's nothing to do there. Like, one of the first things Banjo-Kazooie does in, like, the tutorial level is reward you for going up a waterfall with, like, a piece or something, like a honey bear piece. So, like, there's secrets and exploration places, but, like, that's why people explore things in video games, to find things. To collect things, to hunt for things. And there's just nothing to do. There's just nothing to do in Yooka-Laylee. It's Bee and Puppy Cat, not Honeybee. You could have just came to our house and watched it. It is longer than I thought it was, though. I thought it was 10 episodes long. It's actually 16 episodes long. It's really good. I liked it. I had a really good time with it. I hope it gets another season because it definitely ended on like a cliffhanger. But also I'm like weirdly okay with where it ended. Some people don't understand the ending, and I guess I don't either, but I don't really like Bee and Puppy Cat's Natasha Allegri, who also worked on Adventure Time. And a lot of those, like, the one big thing they have in common, like narratively, is that they give you a lot of answers to questions you didn't ask, and then prompt more questions that they're not going to fucking answer. We still have to watch the Arcane inventory. Yeah, we do have to watch the Arcane documentary, but I like to stream. I don't know what to tell you. I get a lot of shit done when I stream. I mean, you guys could probably just watch it without me. I'll watch it on my own. You and the little brother can just have a good time with them. Why are you snoring? Indiana is like snoring in her sleep. She's meowing. And it, like, suddenly without warning, it was quite loud. Did you see that they're putting the documentary they made for Hades on Blu-ray? It's not the same people, obviously, but like that's getting our Blu-ray release, and that's pretty cool. The making of Hades. I know it's a shell and it shouldn't be like squishy, but it's a Pokemon, so it's squishy. I don't fucking give a shit. Hey, Indiana. Onyx Oblivion loves you. She slept through it. She doesn't care. Sweet. I don't think I'd buy it, but it's cool for Superfans. Agreed. Like, I also don't think I would buy it. Unless it's got, like, new shit that I've never seen before, and I don't know if it does. I didn't really look into it. I just saw that it had it. But it's from fucking Fangamer, and listen, Fangamer makes a lot of cool shit. They have the most expensive shipping in the entire fucking world. And it doesn't get here fast enough to justify how expensive the shipping is. It's not like it comes from another country. It's from America. I would buy Arcane 4K Blu-rays. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Especially if it had like behind the scenes shit, like storyboards and junk. Ugh. Yeah, Indiana heard what you shit talking the concept of sleep. She loves sleep. It's like her favorite thing to do. How dare you? How fucking dare you? Do you see Lil Nas X is doing a song where... What? No! I did not see that. Oh, Indiana did not like me saying no like that. I'm sorry, baby girl. Hi. Hello. No, baby girl. I will look at his Twitter after my stream. He's all decked out with the promo for it. Does he still have a rose quartz icon? That's the only thing I care about. It's the only thing I care about. Okay, I'm gonna start making tofu cakes for frying. They're gonna be fucking delicious. They do sound delicious. I haven't had tofu in a really long time. No one in my house eats stuff like that, so... And I don't eat enough of it to justify buying like a whole box of it. But I do like tofu. I should probably eat more tofu, because like, eggs hurt my tummy a lot. And I need more protein, and I don't really like meat that much. Jones, you're welcome to have some if you can Nightcrawler Banff to Washington. Yep. Sweet. As long as he still has the rose quartz icon, that's the only thing I care about. I love that he's a rose quartz apologist. I also am a rose quartz apologist, so we're on the same team, he and I. She's never done anything wrong ever in her life, except for all the things she did wrong. Those things, it doesn't matter. I forgive her. I forgive her. That's all that matters. It's all that matters. I mean, I know how to make tofu. I just haven't made it in a really long time. As the new president of League of Legends, he has banned all Bobs from playing the game. Oh, man. That sucks for them. Doesn't suck for me. I don't want to play League of Legends, so that actually works out well for me. That works out fine. But yeah, I'm almost done inking this. I'm really excited. This went out much smoother than I thought it was going to. I love little guys. I love little Squirtles. I have to drink more water. I have to sip, sip, sip. See you on the other side, Jiffy Pop. My cousin lost 2 years and $5 grand to League of Legends. Jesus. Okay, no, listen, I can't judge. I had to stop playing Love Live, the fucking gacha game, on your phone. You know, the fucking idol gacha game, the rhythm one. Because I spent over $1,000 on it over a period of about 2 years. And I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like I had to buy gift cards to the Japanese Apple store. So I had to buy them from like another website, and I like looked at like my purchase history through that website, and it like added up to like, it was like maybe like $1,100 almost. And I was like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I quit. I quit cold turkey. I never played it again. So I don't really play gacha games anymore. I played a little bit of Cookie Run Kingdom. But I ended up spending like, over a course of like a year and a half, I spent like $100 on it, and I was like, I can't do this anymore either. I'm not having a good time. I'm not progressing. I just have little guys. I spent $500 in 1 year on Fortnite, but I've slowed down immensely now. You still play a lot of Fortnite. But like, I wasn't even having fun playing Love Live. Like, I was just dropping money to get the PNGs of my daughter. And then I realized, I was like, I don't really need them. Like, it wasn't improving like my gameplay. It wasn't even like making me do better. It was just a PNG to have. So I stopped doing it. Sorry, I'm drinking water, and I'm gonna get some peanuts real quick because I'm a little bit hungry. I did not eat before the stream, only because my tummy has been acting weird the last couple days. And I didn't want it to act up while I was streaming. It's not my box of peanuts. There you are. Yeah, listen. I did spend I spent $250 on. I can show you the exact card I spent it on. I can show you the exact one I spent it on. Let me look it up real quick. This one. This is the exact card I spent almost $250 on. That's my baby girl. Specifically, I wanted the the version of it before, which is, I'll show you that one real quick. This one, I liked this one the best, but I didn't get it in all the polls that I pulled, so I ended up spending money on it. And then after I got it, after like $100, it didn't actually cost that much money, Jovi Shark. It was, you had to buy, I had bought extra gems to like do the random polls to get it. And I just, even though I had saved up like 1,000 gems, I didn't get it in any of my first pulls, so I dropped like $250 to buy more gems, to do more pulls, and eventually I did get it. And then, she's cute, but it wasn't worth it. That's the PNG. This is the PNG I spent a lot of money on. And now I don't play the game anymore, so it doesn't matter. But it is also, I will say, it is still my favorite like drawing of her. I love the little bat wings. I love the little horns. She's my baby girl. That's my daughter. She actually was like the best healer in the game for a very long time. She actually did come with good stats. Not healer. She was something else. Whatever she was like the best version of that in this color, because like they have 3 different colors. They have cool. They have blue, pink, and green. So they have cool, sweet, and heart. I forget what they're called. Blue is cool. That's the extent of my information. She was one of the best cool cards at the time. I think probably is still like a solid one. But it wasn't worth it. Don't say things like it was not worth it. Is Nico the one with that is a big nerd? No. I think you're thinking of Hanako. Although they're all kind of big nerds. None of them are cool. They're all dorks. Nico is the evil one that sucks. She is a goblin creature. She wants to be an idol really, really badly. She's like the only one. Well, she's one of only 2 characters in the original one. Sorry, I have to talk about Love Live for a minute now. I really like Love Live. She's one of the only ones in the original like group of 9 girls that really actually genuinely wants to be an idol. The other one is Hanako. Listen. I love them. They're my good girls. They're all my children. It's just anime glee, and I like it. It's the one dumbass shit I let myself have. I don't like that people draw so much porn of them. It sucks. But I'm just gonna do labels for you, real quick. Baby girl. The best girl in the world. Her girlfriend. who is also pretty good. The cat girl, who is also my other favorite girl. And then, no, I'm sorry, Nozomi is my other favorite girl, and that's this one right over here. And then, like, the ones I like a little bit less are, like, I like Hanako. She's pretty good. Kotori's pretty good, but her voice is a little too squeaky for me. Ellie's pretty good, but she has, like, no personality. Umi also has no personality. And, oh my god, what the hell is your name? Honoka. Honoka's pretty good, too. They're all pretty good, but, these four are the best ones. Rin just has the best voice. Rin, this one, sings the best. And if you're wondering what my shipping chart looks like, it's this. But also this. And this. The third years are polyamorous. These two are okay. These three are also polyamorous. And these two are just fucking married, and that's like basically canon. But the third years are... That's a poly trio, baby. I know these genes from a Random Half crossover. What?! But yeah. Maki is... She's really good, but I only really like her in the context of Nico. So without Nico, I don't give a shit about her. But anyway. I didn't really watch the second season, so I don't really have any opinion on those. Yo has the best character design. That's the extent of my information. But I only really watched season 1. Or, I guess, series 1, because it's more than one season. Anyway, School Idol sucks, and it's dumb, and I liked it a lot. That's it. It's anime Glee, and I really had a good time with it. It just came at, like, the right time in my life, to be, like, a dumb thing that I was going to enjoy. If it wasn't, like... Move that up there. It's just, it wasn't good. Oh yeah, they're all hella gay. There's no world where this is heterosexual. Let's duplicate. Duplicate. How do I duplicate? There it is. Dun, 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 dun. That might be a little bit too big. I think if I shrink them down a little bit. There we go. I think that's better. Yeah, the more recent one was definitely gayer, but they're not allowed to actually be gay, so it doesn't fucking matter if it's gayer. But the first one was also really gay. But also, I cannot stress this enough. When I'm saying it's anime Glee, that is not a joke. There are some sequences in the original Love Live that are 100% shot-for-shot copy pasta from Glee. Like, that's a choice that the people who made the show did on purpose. It is anime Glee. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Live Glee. Listen, Glee sucks. You don't watch it. But also, this is a choice. This is not like a coincidence. This is like a real thing that the people did on that show. Love Live is anime Glee. It is not a joke. They referenced Glee all the fucking time. Glee has Jane Lynch. That is true. There's another like super obvious one, and I can't remember what it is. It is a nice sewing machine. Yeah, here's one too. A shot where they just like hyper focus on Nico setting up a camera. Just a shot from Glee. Oh, they copied. They did this a lot. This is the exact same shot. They used to copy the how they talked on the phone, like, and it was so weird because they'd never done this before on the show, on the anime, I mean, where they talked on the phone like this. It's an homage. But yeah, Glee is Love Live is just anime Glee. Like this scene was so like out of pocket. Like this stuff right here. I was like, why is it framed like that? And I was like, oh, it's right. It's Glee who did this all the fucking time. Like this happened all the time on Glee. This happened once on Love Live. Anyway, it is helpful to making boards. Referencing things that already exist and you like the way the layout looks. Yeah, that's a good way to learn how to do shit. It's a good way to learn how to do anything. Shrink your armor down a little bit. You're too long. You're too long. Anyway, I like Love Live. That's really what you got to get from that information. Love Live sucks, and I liked it a lot. I haven't done a rewatch of it in about 5 years. Last time I tried to rewatch it was with an ex-partner I had who made me watch all of Yuri on Ice. And kept asking me my opinion on it and like who I shipped and what I liked, and I didn't really like any of it because it was stupid. It was stupid, and I stand by that. And then when I was like, hey, you have to watch the stupid anime I fucking like, they were on their cell phone the entire fucking time. They used she, her pronouns at the time. That's why I'm saying she, her. I don't think they use them anymore. I don't know what they use. I blocked them 5 years ago, and I haven't looked back. But anyway. Yeah, it was just like really dismissive of my interests, and it sucked. It sucked that like So a lot of my past relationships have been a lot of people just being very dismissive of my interests. Not just like relationships, like friendships and stuff like that. And I also have BPD. So I have a lot of, I tend to acquire other people's interests, or at least I used to. I don't do it anymore. But I would like force myself to like those things so that they would like me. Haha. I would make like a custom personality for people. But now I've been to therapy, so I don't really do that as much anymore. Which is probably why people don't like me as much anymore, because I'm no longer a fake person all the time. Now I'm just the real person I am, and I'm annoying. But the point is, I used to like really get into the things that other people liked to get them to like me. And now I don't, and it's great. Now I just really like the things that I like, which is to say, mostly Acquisitions Incorporated. Yeah, it's wild to me that you don't like the Muppets. Like, it is what it is, but also, how? The Muppets are such a huge part of our, like, childhood. It was, like, one of the only VHSs we owned as kids, so that's, like, a huge part of it. But also, they're the Muppets. But it's not for you, man. It's not for you. Even though The Great Muppet Caper is one of the best movies ever made. You don't like Calvin and Hobbes? Get out of my house. What? No. Everybody likes Calvin and Hobbes. Everybody likes Calvin and Hobbes. When was the last time you read it? I feel like Calvin and Hobbes gets better the older you are. Oh, that's wild to me. I mean, we were also Garfield kids. We were really into comic strips for a hot minute there. You didn't read? Oh, that's why you don't like it. Oh, you don't need nostalgia for it. It holds up. Why don't you want to read it? It's beautiful. Bill Watterson's like the master class in cartoonism. Like, this is like from an art standpoint. I'm just going to show you a panel real quick because I think about it all the time. Let's see if I can find it. Yes, I found it. I found it. The way Bill Watterson does inking, you don't have to read multiple thousands of it. It doesn't matter. from an art standpoint, like this panel right here, this is so hard to do, and to make it look like rain, and to make them like silhouetted like that, and to give them volume like that. Ah, it's so good. He is such a master with ink. It drives me insane. And I like that his comic isn't like a Talking Heads comic. Like, they have movement, they have personality. He's just so good. Just from my visual standpoint. Yeah, you don't really have to read it, I guess, but it is very funny. It's very good. But that's wild to me. That is wild to me. No, there's a lot of deep, deep nostalgia for it that I have. But also, I don't know, it's just good now. I like that it ended when it did and like where it did. Like, I feel like if it had kept going. I also like that he didn't like like, you can't buy Calvin and Hobbes merch. There's no Calvin plush, you know? And I think that's to his credit. He just didn't want that like life for himself. I think that's also pretty cool. He's an anti-capitalist king, and I like that for him. He just spends all of his time doing watercolor paintings now. Bill Watterson, specifically, not just Calvin. Calvin's not a real person. And I'm just like, you know what? Mood. I wish I could do that. It's a pretty good shoe so far. And like, I won't be able to watch The Simpsons because I won't be able to watch all of it, and I would not be able to stop when it falls off. No. The Simpsons just isn't good anymore. And I think it's okay to admit that. Like, it's not like an edgy hot take, it's just a statement. It is not as good as it used to be. And it can't be, because there's too much of it. Like, you kind of always have to do, like, weird new things with it just to keep it relevant, and they're not always going to be good. No. This is one of the reasons, one of my friends is, like, really into Lupin the Third. And I also can't just watch things normally. I can't just, like, I can't just have some of it. I need to consume all of it. Unless it sucks, then I'll drop off. But I know I'll like Lupin. Like, I know I would like Lupin the Third. But there's also, I don't know, about 30 years of content. And I'm like, I can't. I can't do that to myself. I'll have to watch all of it, even the stuff that's bad. Even though he's like, you can skip the stuff that's bad. I'm like, I won't. I will just watch all of it, and that'll become my life for like 3 years. Mike once said that the legend of Bill Watterson paints a watercolor every day and burns it as the sunset goes. No, that's not what he does. I don't think he burns it. First off, it's still wet. But God, no, he's so cool. I love that Bill Watterson just was like, I'm gonna make the most classic, one of the most classic comic strips of all time, and then I'm just gonna dip forever. Peace. Like, I love that for him. He exclusively makes all of his money selling books of his comic strip. That's it. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Just, yeah, he is just living a life. He's making art just to make art, and I think that's very cool. Like, that's goals, frankly. Is there any... Yeah, there's some... There's a pocket right there. I don't know what I was doing with this hand. I'm gonna have to re-sketch that real quick. After The Wolf Among Us came out, I wanted to read Fables, but the creators of Sheep, Fox News, Boomer, I could not get past the fact. Yeah. I used to read Fables, and then I dropped off of it, and then when I found that out about him, I was like, I guess I'm never dropping back on. Yeah, Schrodinger's hand. It's doing something. Not sure what. I don't know what this one's doing either. I'm gonna look at my own hand. Like a cheater. Like a cheater. When is Bill Ammon doing the right? I don't think he will. He's actually like a pretty like overt leftist. Maybe not leftist. I'm sorry, he's just Democrat. But he's pretty open about like hating Republicans. Bill Ammon ended up being pretty cool. Anatomy is for losers, but sometimes you gotta play the game. Listen, I'm not a good artist. I'm just kind of okay at it. Which means sometimes I have to pretend I can draw hands. It sucks. Especially when the hand isn't doing anything important. You went to a lot of PAXs, have you met him? I met him once. He was pretty nice. I didn't like talk to him like in depth or anything. I had to buy a pin from his table, and he was like a nice dude. He was pretty cool. I like that he's still doing what he's doing. He seems to be having fun with it. And he only does it on the weekends now, I guess. Like, it's not like a weekly comic strip. It's only like a once-a-week thing. Because he has a bunch of kids, and he's like, I just don't want to do this forever. I want to hang out with my fucking children. And I'm like, you know what, guy? Fair. I also don't want to draw every day of my life if I don't have to. And if he doesn't have to, why would he? I only want to draw sometimes. At least Chumbawamba won't ever... No, Chumbawamba fucking hates cops. And hates the government. And hates, right-wing politics, and I love that for them. It's always so fun to find out people like are very like socialist or leftist or something like that. Like Wallace Shawn was pretty cool to find out. I think his hand needs to be a little bit smaller. Wallace Shawn being like a hardcore socialist, I was like, yeah. Chumbawamba would help us squat. Chumbawamba was pretty dope. Oh my god, I looked over at Indiana and she just looks like a weird puffball. Like I can't see her head at all. There it is. I would take a picture of my phone so far away, and by the time I get it, I think she'd wake up. You just have to trust me. She's taking a little nap. One day I'll become like a big time streamer and I'll have a cat cam. That's how you know you made it, when you have a dedicated camera for your cat. Not for me, I don't want to be on camera, but my cat can be on camera. God, the interview that was going around with the One Piece guy where he said he can only see his family once every 7 days or be capable of going back to work. Yeah, dude, what the fuck? You're gonna die. You are going to die. That's a bad line. That line sucks. That line also sucks. That line's better. Can I fix it? You know what? I kind of like it. I'm gonna go with it. I'm very glad Pearl Jam hasn't turned on me, though they could over left. I wouldn't say no. Agreed. Yeah, he doesn't live in his house. Oda does not live in his fucking house. He just doesn't talk to his family. Oda, please. Like, Eddie Vedder, if you want to go full socials, I would welcome you with open arms. For real. For real. Did you see the guy who owned Patagonia has decided he doesn't want to be a billionaire anymore and is now making all profits from Patagonia merch, not merch, I guess, like products, go to fucking, like, world conservation? Like, dude. Cool. He was always a pretty cool dude, but, like, the only good billionaire are billionaires who decide to stop being billionaires and give away all their fucking money. Like, he's still gonna be rich. He's still fine. Like, whenever people talk about, like, Elon Musk's a good billionaire, I'm like, no, he's not. Not until he does shit like this. And he's not gonna do shit like that because he wants to be a billionaire. There might be a catch. Apparently he's been like a very like I kind of looked into it. He's been like very like pro-activism for a very long time. Like he's been very involved in those spaces, so it doesn't feel performative. Like I think he's just old and he's like I can't take it fucking with me and I don't want people who own my company to take it with them. So he's a million years old, so this is probably just preventative to make sure it continues going to the legacy that he's been upholding. The only good billionaires, no. There's no good billionaires. The only good billionaire are people who, again, don't want to be billionaires and then decide I'm not going to be a billionaire anymore and give away all their fucking money. Okay, I think I can ink now. Or color now. Let me see what it looks like without the sketch. That's pretty good. I could probably thicken up some lines in certain places. All feds wear my Patagonia clothes, and I guess I have to balance it out somewhere. Yeah, basically. There was a guy in the comments, I blocked him, obviously, but he was like, communism at its finest. And I was like, is communism when a capitalist decides to give away his money? Is that what communism is? Or is that capitalism? Lil Nas X actually helped make a League skin? Who's it for? Is it... What character? I only know like 5 fucking League characters, so it's not like I'm gonna give a shit. Unless it's one of the 5 I know. Unless it's Jinx or Echo, I probably don't care that much. The unreleased next champ, I don't care about that. I mean, I'm sure that's very cool. But also, I don't give a shit. If it's not Jinx or Echo, it's really hard for me to care. Or Vi. Or Caitlyn. Caitlyn to a lesser extent. Caitlyn, not so much. She's fine. She's better than Jace. But who isn't? Who isn't, frankly? And even then, I don't hate Jace. Which characters from Arcane do you think would have kids? I think Caitlyn deserves to be a mom. I think she would like it. I don't think she's ever going to. So I don't think Vi wants to bring children into the world unless it gets way better real quick. I finally watched the acting game where someone in the YouTube comments was like they had to quit forever because of all the virtual signaling. And I was so confused about what they could possibly be bigoting about before I realized it was all the hand-holding. What? That's so funny. Yeah, like, I don't understand why people are so weird about Acquisitions Incorporated. What virtue signaling are you talking about? Like, where? It's still mostly dick jokes. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's not that, like, different now. It just is more coherent, and we have more roleplay. That's it. That's the only real big difference. And, oh, everyone at the game is table is actually, like, really good D&D now, instead of being, like, shitty at it. And also Scott Kurtz is gone, which I enjoy, personally. For me. But I'm not going to get into that, in recorded audio. Just know I don't like him, and I'm glad he's gone. Da, da, da. From Acquisitions Incorporated specifically. Da, da, da. What the fuck was that? Oh, my peanut spill over. The unicorn woman and woman held hands, Jones. Jesus Christ. How is that virtual signaling? Like, sorry that Evelyn's a little gay. She wants to hold hands with pretty girls. I love Evelyn Marthane. But also avoid spoilers for that game. I guess it's not a spoiler that Evelyn Marthane is a little gay. Just in general. Because some people in this chat have not watched it. Oh, Indiana doesn't want to be here anymore. Please tell me which virtues you think Omidron is signaling. I'm desperate to find out. Mood. What virtues? Hello, my creature. Sorry, I have to pet Indiana real quick, and then I have to let her out. She doesn't want to be here anymore. Do you want to go? Do you want to go or not? You do. Goodbye, baby girl. I love her so much. Oh yeah, no other chat other than... Also, hello, these boys look so good. They do look so good. I'm very proud of how they turned out. Look at them. Look at those boys. Yeah. Listen, I don't read the comments on Acquisitions Incorporated things anymore. It's all just bitching that Chris Perkins isn't there anymore. As if Jeremy Crawford isn't really good. Like, he's so good. I think I have to maybe a little bit thicker here. Just a tiny, tiny bit. Tiny, tiny bit. Expand selected area. I'm gonna expand it one more time. Ah. Didn't mean for it to be orange. There we go. There we go. Alright, I think that's all I really need to do in terms of line art. And then as soon as I said that, I saw something I want to change. Just a scoosh. So I'm going to add some thicker lines right here. It hasn't been 9 years. Oh, I'm sorry. Look, people are so stupid and hate when they leave your group. Your brother is still mad about Dan replacing John 9 years later. Who the hell? Yeah, he is, and I don't know why, because he doesn't fucking watch it. Like, John left, like, a year into it. Nobody gives a shit. I mean, some people do give a shit. It's been so long. I just don't understand why he gives a shit. It's not like he watches JonTron either. Like, it's just weird. It's not like you give a shit about him. Alright, let's do base. Base time, base time. Let's make you the reference layer. Expand selected area. No, that's too small. Why is that selected area so small? It's got to be at least 3. There we go. JonTron has in fact made a very unappealing hair turn. Yeah, the John era was the entire N-word compilation comes from. Aaron was admittedly a worse and shittier person than. Yeah, like it sucks. Hello, beloved Starboots. It is an art stream. It's my second art stream. I might do another one this weekend. I haven't decided yet. I have some stuff I want to draw, but I think I draw better when I'm not draw better. At least I draw more. I get things done quicker because I'm not bopping around as much. I'm gonna deepen the skin tone just a little bit. I'm not bopping around between like Twitter and this and that and blah blah blah. I'm just like focusing on my stream. I don't usually keep this open this long. Some people are easily distracted. I'm not saying who. It's me. It's me. It's been me all along. You don't have to say who. It was me all along. Expand selected area. Do I like that color? That could be a little bit darker. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. But I love to see the personal growth in Aaron and Dan have. Dan hinted they wanted kids in a recent episode. And well, if you told me... Wow, does he? He'd be a good dad, I think. Like, he loves his own dad so much. And, like, he loves, like, his sister's kids. I think his sister has kids. He talks about somebody's kids at some point, and I was like, you sound like you want kids. Yeah. I think he'd be a good dad. But also I recognize it's like the parasocial relationship in me, and I'm like, I want him to be a good dad. I don't know. Listen, I like some people on the internet, and I try to be cool about it. Everybody's got their parasocial relationships, and that's one of mine. I hope they're both happy. They both seem to be pretty good people. They've done more for modern animation than like anybody else, and I appreciate that about them. I'm just gonna do this. Expand. Boop. Nobody's done more for adult animation than the Game Grumps. That is the hill I die on. It is a hill that I die on. Boop. Boop. Expand. There's probably a faster way to do this. This is the way I do it. Why is this not working? Oh, because I locked it for some reason. For some fucking reason. But anyway, there's probably a faster way to do this, but this is the way I do it, so. This is the way that I do it. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. I should probably set that up for a shortcut, but I will definitely forget what the fucking shortcut is, so it doesn't matter. I know Aaron commissions artists like all the time. He does. He does. They're nice dudes. Like, obviously they're, like, very flawed people who've done some shitty things in the past, but I don't know. I don't think it's so bad that, like, you can't forgive them. But also people who, like, cape for them too hard also irritate me. Like, they're not perfect. Listen, just be normal. Just be cool. Parasocial relationships are perfectly fine. Just be cool about it, man. Just be cool. It's so easy to be cool, and people sometimes choose not to be. It's insane to me. Oh, basically, like, they put so much money into adult animation as a concept. With Game Grumps Animated and like the music videos that Dan and Aaron that they have done for what's it called? That a lot of those people who have worked on those kind of projects now have really intricate reels that they have done for professional settings, which is professional things, which is to say, Game Grumps Animated and music videos. That now they are working in like proper animation channels, like They brought in a ton of animators. Like, they've launched the careers of Studio Yada. Studio Yada is as big as it is because they did so many fucking music videos for Starbomb. Studio Yada did the opening animation for a Disney show. They did the opening animation for Amphibia. That is Studio Yada. Like, that, one of the reasons they got that gig is because they have so much stuff that they did for the Game Grumps over the years, and now they have like this really good reel that they can use to get bigger jobs, like, again, fucking Disney. And the people who did the Mystic Crystal music video were only really able to make that studio, Knights of the Light Table, because of all the work that they did for Starbomb and Ninja Sex Party. Half of those people worked on the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie that just came out, which, if you haven't fucking seen it, is one of the most stunningly animated visual movies I've ever fucking seen. Like, there is a correlation between Game Grumps and, like, how good animation is today. And it is a direct line. Like, it is not, you don't have to... Yeah, they did the intro for Neon White as well. Neon White has a dope as shit intro. And because they're able to do this stuff, there's now like competitive rates for paying like indie animators. Like, they kind of set like the bar for like what the base rate is for an indie animator. So the rates are now competitive, and that's how you get people who can make their living doing freelance animation, because like it's like we have a base standard now. If you won't pay at least what Game Grumps will pay, then nobody's gonna fucking work for you. And Game Grumps, I wouldn't say they pay great. Apparently they pay decent. It's like, the turnaround's apparently a nightmare, but it's not, you get it paid enough for it, so if you're not really doing anything else, it's not too bad. I've heard it's like $800 to $1,200 depending on how much you do for it. But the turnaround is kind of a fucking nightmare. It is what it is. It's never perfect. Um, but that's now like the base. But people used to undercut indie animators a lot. They would offer them like maybe like $600 for something comparable, or something like maybe $500 for something comparable. Now it's like, actually, I got paid X amount of dollars for this project I did for them, so that's my rate now. You know. Um, so yeah, like a lot of what makes modern day animation so good these days, at least for me, it's so clear the Game Grumps like a factor. It's so clear to me. Like I can see it. Ooh, I want that to be a little bit yellower. Yeah. It is a big fucking deal. But that's how we can get really cool adult animation. And really like stylistic at adult animation. Because most adult animation obviously is like the shitty rigged animation that you see like on BoJack Horseman. It's fine. It does the job. It's just not very pretty. But now we have fucking Harley Quinn, and we have Tuca and Birdie, which is very similar to it's very similar to BoJack Horseman, except it's much weirder, much better animated in my humble opinion. They do a lot more very strange things. I love Tuca and Birdie, very very much so. I should do a rewatch of Tuca and Birdie. I haven't watched the first season in a hot minute. But yeah, all of that you can trace that back to Game Grumps doing Game Grumps animateds. Like it's not unheard. Like it would be like unheard of to be like, this is why it's like this now. Is it your first watch through? I can't remember if you guys watched it when it first came out. I have no idea. Boop. Oh, that's not the right color. Boop. There we go. No, we just didn't know about season 2 and 3 existing. What? Yeah. Really? I feel like I talk about it a lot, but I guess maybe not in front of you guys. I loved season 2. I didn't like season 3 quite as much. I did like no. Here's to be clear. I loved most of season 3. The ending, I feel, was kind of a downer. I feel like it just needed like 1 or 2 more episodes to really wrap up what they were doing. Like, it wasn't bad. It was perfectly fine. They did move entire apps. That did happen. That did happen. You are correct. That did indeed happen. Boop. That did happen. Alrighty. I think it's time for shading. I think it's time for colors. Shadow. Let's get this blue color over top first. We'll do... That's not what I meant to do at all. Shadow. We'll do a little purple. Purple. Oh, do I want a purple or a blue? We'll try a purple, and then if we don't like it, we'll go to blue. Yeah, it's on HBO Max now. A lot of Cartoon Network stuff is on HBO Max. Not all of it, just a lot of it. Not all of it, just a lot of it. I just want the turtle. I just want the turtle. Expand. I just want him to have his own kind of shadow going on. Just to get some dimension going. Shadows. I think I want them to be brighter. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Some might say best Toidle. He's definitely the best Pokemon Toidle. There's no doubt about that. In terms of like Toidles, like there's no better Pokemon Turtle. Toidle, I'm sorry. It doesn't exist. There's no creature in the Pokemon universe that is both a turtle and is quite as good as Squirtle. Like even I don't know if he's the best starter. He's definitely a pretty good starter. But as far as turtle starters go, he's definitely the best turtle starter. There's more than one, so let's see what this looks like when I multiply it. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's go back to normal just so I can finish this up. Top 3 Pokemon turtles for sure. Yeah, I think he's the top of the top 3 Pokemon turtles. I'm trying to think. There's a lot of Pokemon turtles. There's the entire Squirtle lines. There's 3 turtles right there. Squirtle, Turtwig, and Hold On. Let me cheat and see if it goes. I think that's only it for starters, but that's more than one. That's more than one. Yeah, but there's more. There's the sea turtle guy. There's the dragon one from Alola, based on the Matamata turtle, who are very creepy. And I did not know that's what it was based on until one of the players in my new D&D game that I'm gonna start is playing a turtle, like a turtle character, based on that turtle. As soon as I saw a picture, I was like, oh shit, that's what that one Pokemon's based on. I did not realize that. Yeah, Turtwig is pretty good. They're very cute. I like their big dopey faces. They got big dopey faces. Alright. I have to take a potty break real quick. I'm going to put you guys onto my AFK thing and mute me. I will be back in a few minutes. Hello, hello. I have returned. It's time to finish this bee. And then to make dinner, because I haven't eaten yet. Just to say, I woke up at air quotes. I got out of bed around 6 o'clock. Which is why I was late, because I was like, I just need one more hour of sleep. There was no reason I had to not stream at 6 o'clock. I just was like, I really need to not be awake right now. We're just going to do rough filling in right now. We will figure out the details in a minute. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. I don't think that's where the shadow would go if the light is coming from this direction. It is a big reason to not be streaming. Agreed. I haven't slept basically at all in a couple days now. Which sucks. It is what it is. But I at least rest. I just had a really big headache, so I was like, if I rest for one more hour, I might not have a headache. I took some Motrin and I drank some water, closed my eyes and laid in the dark, and what do you know? I stopped having a headache, which is very important when you stream on a computer. Hello, Doc Burns. It goes. It is going. I'm still in insomnia hell, so it could be going better. It could be going worse, I guess. It could be going worse. But my headache went away, so I was able to be on my computer for an extended period of time. My back is killing me, so I'm hoping I finish this sooner before later. And then I can lay back down. I don't know what Nasades is. Or yes, I do. I'm sorry. Ignore me. Yeah, once I didn't sleep for 3 days. That's too long. That's too long. That's too long, bestie. It's too long not to sleep. The shadows aren't going to be this dark. I'm just doing this because it's easier to see where they go when they're this dark. But they are going to be lighter than this. It's been a couple days, so I don't think it's going to magically fix itself today. That would be nice. Wouldn't that be nice? But I'm at least laying in the dark, closing my eyes. I am rested, I'm just not asleep. Or at least not really asleep. The ICU ones probably only got 7 hours of sleep in 2 days. Ugh, woof. Yeah, when I had to get my gallbladder taken out, when I originally went to the hospital, I was in the hospital for 5 days, I think, maybe 6 days. Because I was so, malnourished and dehydrated, I felt like hot garbage. So they had to keep me on, fluids. Oop. So they kept me on, fluids for a couple days. An IV fluid. I wasn't eating, and I was too tired to, stay awake. But, I wasn't sleeping. I was just, it was very strange how unrested you are, even though you are not doing anything. Hospital sleep is the worst. Yeah, and, the lady that was in the room with me in the beginning, eventually I was moved to a, private room. Not a private room, just a room that was empty. Because my dad worked at the hospital, and he swung that for me at that time. It was the lady, I think she was getting surgery or something. I don't quite know what was wrong with her, but she wasn't allowed to have water, and she kept crying out for water the entire time, and I was so tired, and all she did was scream for water. She was an elderly woman, and I felt bad for her, but at the same time, bitch, I also can't drink water right now. I'm also not allowed to have anything in my guts. I get it, but also I'm trying to sleep. I don't know what her deal was. I think she was going into surgery, and that's why she couldn't have water. But eventually, I was moved to a different room. Eventually I was moved, so it didn't really matter. It was only like that for like a couple days. Or like, not a couple days, a couple hours. It was just like the very, very, like, as soon as I got there, it was like that. And I was like, if this is what this is going to be like, I would rather die. No, that really sucked. That super sucked. What I'm saying, kids, is pay attention to your gallbladder. You don't want to get pancreatitis. An acute necrotism of your pancreas to have some of it removed. And you definitely don't want to pass a gallstone. Like, of all the things I've done in my life, nothing hurt quite as bad as passing a gallstone. Nothing. Like, nothing. All the injuries I have had, all the getting hit in the head with baseballs, and, like, none of that compares. None of that fucking compares. Passing a gallstone, I thought I was dying. I'm pretty good about pain. I am pretty good at being in pain. Maybe you did that. Maybe. I mean, I've basically been dying ever since, because now my guts suck. I went from not having IBS to having IBS. Like, not to be TMI, but I went from normal guts to the worst guts you can imagine. And now random things piss off my stomach, and I'm like, why though? And I have no idea. Like this week I had, what did I have? I had chicken nuggets, and my guts were like, why did you do that? And I was like, I've done it 1,000 times and you've never cared. It was like, well, this time is different. And I'm like, oh, okay. I guess this time is different. For some reason. By the way, I don't know what to do if I'm over and you're streaming instant. No, I just keep going. I would like it if you guys saved me food. That's about it. I try not to eat during streams, just in case my guts have a weird reaction. I don't want to be, like, taken away so I could go to the bathroom for 45 minutes. I try not to eat before streams, which is nice because it reminds me of when I need to stop. Otherwise, I will stream for, like, 9 hours. And I can't be doing that. My eyes will hurt too much. No, just make sure you guys save me food. That's really it. Yeah, IBS sucks. I never used to have it, and now I do. Now my guts are like, no, we can't eat that anymore. And I'm like, why? I used to be able to eat so much of it, and it's like, too bad. Like, I can't have soda anymore. I still have it sometimes. I had some soda during the Acquisitions Incorporated game. I had some soda with some Burger King beforehand. But that was the last time I've had it in like 6 months, give or take. Maybe 5, maybe it's more like 5 months. And it was a risk that I took, and it ended up being okay. I ended up not getting sick. But like, I couldn't eat eggs the next day because I knew I had soda and a burger the day before, and I was like, I can't have red meat and eggs within like 24 hours of each other. Yeah, you should text me about it. I don't usually start streaming till about 6 o'clock, so as long as you guys ask me before then, then I can figure out if I want it. I don't know if I would want burger, but I would definitely want like fries and onion rings or something, you know? And then I could just heat that up in the air fryer real quick. I don't have it that bad. I just have to take a massive load of pills every night. Yeah, same. I'm still figuring out like what foods make my guts mad. And also, the problem is, I don't really like meat that much. I don't like it that much. Like, I don't like red meat. I don't really like pork or beef or anything like that. I just don't really like the texture or the taste that much. I'm not a meat person. Like, chicken's okay in certain contexts. My favorite protein is eggs. I'm not supposed to eat eggs anymore, though. Like, I'm just not supposed to. Like, at all. Because they're very high in fat. Like the good kind of fat that you're supposed to eat. Like, if you're a normal person, it's very healthy for you. I can't digest fat. I don't have a gallbladder. So it's a risk for me to eat eggs, even though they are my favorite food. I still eat them though. I just have to take into account like how many I've had in like a certain period of time and where I'm gonna go this afternoon. And if I'm not going anywhere, I can take the risk and I could just be sick in the comfort of my own home. But like if my sister wants to go to fucking like Target or something, I'm like, I can't. I had eggs 3 hours ago, and I don't know if that's an okay thing for me to have done today. You know. Like next week we have to drop off the cat to go to get fixed. Pepper is getting her uterus removed because it'd be like that sometimes. She doesn't. I'm revoking her uterus privileges. She no longer gets to have them. No more uterus for her. She's fine. She will be fine without it. Alright. And then my favorite thing to do, just to make some shadows look a little bit more dynamic, is to add spots of like blue so that they kind of fade. And then we're going to go over this with a nice bright yellow. We're going to do a soft light. Maybe not a soft light. I think I need to get rid of... I don't think I like this. Yeah, I don't think I like that. I don't think I like this either. No, I'm gonna go with a much more saturated purple and a much more saturated blue. Yeah, I like that a lot more. I keep it saturated on the face and just do it on the hair. Yeah, I like that a lot more. No. I love my pepper privileges. Let's do the colored line art real quick, because I think that's really what I gotta do next. Dun, 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 dun. Let's do some spot color line art. Spot color line art. Dun, dun, dun. Let's do a brighter pink in here. Let's do that, that. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. They're brown, right? Yeah, they are brown. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Sorry, what was I talking about? Because I've already forgotten. I got distracted looking up an eye color. Pepper is lucky she's gotten the goblin looking out for her. She's going to suffer at the hands of so-called family next week. She'll be fine. She loves the goblin. She loves us. She is just a creature. Pepper and or yes. Yeah. That makes sense for me. Yeah, egg bladders. Yeah, no, Pepper gets her uterus removed next week. No more uterus for Pepper. Again, she has lost her uterus privileges. We're taking them away. No more for her, young lady. No more. I think I want... Do I want that? Do I like that? I don't think I hate it. I think I like it better this way. Yeah, I like that a lot more. Do it up here too. Da, 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 da. She will not. Although, we did say we were getting a third cat, and then we immediately got a third cat, so... Within a year. I mean, the goblin has adopted her. Objectively. That happened. That is 100% what has happened. in this situation. That is his baby. That is his child. For all intents and purposes. Yo. Yeah. That is his baby. Just like the goblin is Indiana's baby. But not really. She doesn't like the goblin that much. She does, let's be clear, she does like the goblin. A little bit. It's just, you know, I think she misses being a only child. Being in the bathroom with the lights off and taking off your glasses to do battle is the harshest yeah. You know it's real. You know it's real when your glasses have to come off. Or the pants come off. Like you just, all of it's gotta come off. You're like, I gotta take that off for just a couple minutes. Just a bit. Just a few minutes. It's when you know the struggle is in fact real. You just start you just start stripping. Just fuck the shirt, fuck the bra. Yep. Turn these lights off. No one needs to see this, you know? No one else needs to see this. I always like bring a thing of ice water with me. Because I can usually tell when it's about to happen. Like, my guts kind of warn me. Like, I don't get a lot of warning, but, like, I get enough of a warning that I'm, like, familiar with, like, the early stages of it now, where it's like, nope, I know what's gonna happen. I know what's happening. This is not a surprise anymore, you know? And then I can go downstairs, I can turn the fan on the AC. So when the fan on's on the AC, I feel a little bit better. And then I grab a thing of ice water and I grab an ice pack. And that combination of things helps a lot. Or like when you put down the phone, yep, yeah, you just have to put it down. Like, I can't be distracted, I need to be focused. It's just sometimes your guts betray you. But if you get good enough at figuring out when they're betraying you, it's not too bad. Yeah, sometimes it's just a stream of liquid. I'm starting to see why Aaron defaults. Aaron Hansen needs to talk to a fucking like a dietitian or something. He shits too much. I don't know like his shitting methods. He talks about it too much though. The older you get, the more relevant it becomes though. I will say that. Yeah, a gastroenterologist is probably exactly what he needs. He poops too much. And as someone who also poops too much, buddy, this is not normal. Buddy, pal, we're not friends, but like, I'm worried about your guts. Well, endocrinologist is for uterine health, isn't it? I could be wrong. They might do more than that. I thought that was like their primary, though. I've been wrong before. Oh, I'd say, yeah, I thought that was like uterine health. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I will be wrong again. I'm going to be wrong sooner before later. Let's just do that. I want those to be like that. I want it to be dark, I think. Even though it's not hitting the shadows, I don't care. Just want that pop of color. Alright. Let's go darker red. Let's do black right there. Let's do just a little blue right here. And slightly darker blue. Darker than that. There we go. That looks pretty good. Can we take a moment to appreciate situation as a portmanteau? Situation, Jesus Christ. One time I had a serious situation during a water main break on my... Oh my god! Starboots, that's the nightmare scenario. That is the nightmare scenario! Jesus! I would die forever. I would never recover from that. Oh my god! No, it's gotta be darker. Oh my... I took psychic damage. I wasn't even there. I wasn't even there and I took psychic damage. You poor thing. Now downstairs bathroom are be used. Oh no, so no flushes remained. That, I am so sorry. That sucks. That is the worst I've ever heard. I will no longer, like, it. One time I had to do it at work, and that was mildly inconvenient. But not as bad as that. It needs to be much darker. And much bluer, I think. Yeah, that's better. Oh, that sucks. Just get a bucket. Just go right into the bucket. Jesus. God, I would not recover from that. That would be it for me. I would be gone. That would be it. That would be it for me. Ugh. Alright, let's do... We're not doing all the liner in color. I'm going to leave some of it black just for the contrast. But there is going to be some color. I like the contrast of like black and colored line art. I think it looks cool. You just got to be careful where you do it. Like, it looks really good. Like, here's in color because it's hitting by light, and here it's not. So it's nice and dark. It's a little harder with the Squirtle. But if you keep the lines really dark, it's not usually too bad. Lighten that up a little bit. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Woof. We had to take our relative's poop out of the toilet once with a shovel, put it in a bucket and go bury it in the woods because it was too large to flush. What? I've never pooped quite that much. Nah, that's probably not true. But we have a very strong toilet. Sometimes you gotta do a burial for everyone's safety. Starboots, I ended up grabbing every single bottle of water I could, flume as half drank or otherwise, just pouring into that and praying. There was a bottle of sand Pellegrino. What? Jesus. God, that's funny. Rip to San Pellegrino. It's fucking mandarin orange flavored. We used to sell them at Panera, but they were like at room temperature, and I don't know why anyone ever bought them. Okay, let's do some highlights. Highlights. We're going to use a different brush for the highlights. We're going to use my bestie Rectangle Ralph. We're going to use a nice blue highlight. Let's get that. Let's do that as a add glow. Yeah. I like the texture this brush has. I'm not going to do it on like every surface, just a little bit of them, and only in spots. Let's change this one to a nice yellow so it does the skin tones better. The coolest kids have IBS. That's true. I don't know anybody uncool I don't know anybody cool who doesn't have IBS. They all got it. Hot people have IBS. I don't know what to tell you. I think the entire ear should probably just be like that. Hot people have gut problems. They just do. They just do. Dun, 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 dun. IBS is fun and gives you interesting roles. Like, was it the Cuban that made me wish for death? Yeah. Like, I still don't know why the fucking chicken nuggets the other day gave me problems. Because they weren't like McDonald's chicken nuggets. They were like air fried chicken nuggets. There was no reason for them to make my guts hurt. There was no oil on those. There was no fat in them. It was just plain white chicken with bread. I checked. I was like, are they pre-fried? And that's maybe like the part. No, they were fine. There was no reason for them to have hurt my tummy so much. Absolutely no reason for it. Alright, let's go back in here. Highlights. Soft light. That's what I wanted to do, yes. Yes, yes, yes. There was just no reason for it. Oh no, I picked those nuggets out from the store. No, they're good. They're fine. Like, there was no reason for them to hurt my stomach. They haven't hurt my stomach since. It was just that one time, and I was like, I don't think it was necessarily them. Leska, were you not following me? You ghoul. What kind of friend are you? God. The worst. Hexus is definitely gonna die now. I was on the fence about it before. This entire campaign is just gonna be me trying to kill Hexus. Doc Burns, thank you. I don't like that as much as I thought I would. Oh, yeah. Alright, this is the fun part where I just add texture in weird places, and it looks like so cool. Makes it look much more dynamic, even though I'm just making shit up. That's not where that highlight would be. I don't care. I love a good orange. I love a good orange. I used to be like very anti-orange. I'm kind of into it now. I kind of like it. I've come around on orange as a color. I've come around a little bit on green as well. As you can see, I made my Cactus Boy green. I didn't really used to like green. The sub doesn't really get you anything. It's supposed to get you access to my Discord, but every time I fuck with it, it doesn't do it. So I have to figure out like what's wrong with it. It's also supposed to get you emotes that I haven't made yet. Mostly it gives me money, which I like. I like them. I like money. I want that to be more yellow. Yeah. Let's get some extra yellow on the tail here. Let's get more texture right there. Let me get my actual texture brush out. Yeah, this is my guy. Let's make it look a little more illustrative. A little extra texture. Text. Text. Makes it a little bit more interesting to look at. Alright, I think this is basically done. I might do maybe some spot colors on like a different layout, line art. Just a little extra little guys. Like a guy right here. Maybe an extra little texture-y guys right there. Might make you a little bit darker and bigger. I want these to be let's do some blue guys. Let's do some of these guys. How many subs do I have to do to get my own emote? I don't know. I have to get good at drawing emotes first is really the issue. I'm gonna say like 30. Nah, maybe like 15. I think 15. Color, what does it mean? I have no fucking idea what color means, and I refuse to find out now. It's been so long that I'm like, I just don't give a shit. Color means whatever I want it to mean, whenever I want it to mean that. Color means whatever I fucking want. I'll tell you, you're halfway there. Get one of these guys. It means whatever I want it to mean. The less I worried about colors being accurate, the more I liked coloring. I just don't care if this is like really where the lights hit it. I don't give a shit. It looks good. It's all that matters to me. I no longer care if colors are like accurate. I just don't care anymore. Art is not about accuracy, it's about clarity. That is my new stance on art. It no longer matters. It no longer matters if it's like accurate. The only thing that matters is if it's clear. And if it's clear, then it's fine. As long as people can understand what I'm doing, that is the most key part of it. If Utna can teach us anything, it's that the real is not the goal bar. Exactly. We don't want to replicate the real world. We just want to make something that people can understand. Not that I really understand Utna. I do. But also, there are some choices. Like, I understand she turned into a car for homosexual reasons. But also, that happened, and that was very confusing for me. But it did happen. And I did like it eventually. Now I get it. Now I'm just like, I'm into it now. At the time I was like, I don't understand this. But now I'm just like, actually that was camp. I don't like that. I decided I don't like that at all. But I do like the top one. Now I'm into it. But at the time I was like, no. But now I'm like, actually, that slapped. That ruled, actually. I think I'm just about done. Yeah, I think I'm just about done. You can't win someone, you can only be with them through their own permission and directions. Yeah! Also, homosexuality is when cars happen. Let's get... I think it's just going to be on a white background because I'm lazy. I'll also save it without a background. I haven't saved in a while, so should probably do that. Boop. Boop-a-doop. I'm gonna crack my neck real quick. Oof. Oof. There's respect women juice, and there was whatever the fuck the Utna guy was drinking. Yeah, like, it's definitely like a version of respect women juice. But also, I don't know where he found it. I think it fermented weirdly. There he is. There's the boy. And there's the better boy. The little guy. I think this is done. I think so. He looks done to me. So I'm going to save him as white PG. And then no BG. So that it can be like a PNG. And then no BG, because I hate BG sometimes. I have to get rid of the ref real quick, because that's still there. No BG. Yeah, the bottle was unlabeled. It turned out to be a form of Respect Women juice, and for that, cool. Love it. Oh, that's a Donatello I drew the other day without reference. I forgot about that until just now. There's a Miko I drew last week because I still haven't closed it out. Hello, I'm here to gently lurk while watching cute art be drawn. Yeah, I think I'm going to draw a My Little Pony now that I have a tiny bit of little time left over. I want to draw a Twilight Sparkle, I think. I haven't drawn a pony in a hot minute. And I was talking about My Little Ponies last night, and now I'm like, am I due for another My Little Pony rewatch? Probably not. Probably not. But also, I could. I could watch My Little Pony again. Where's Big Titty Hexus? No. I'm revoking her titty privileges. Every time you try to invent elephants, her titties get 1 cup smaller. Just 1 cup smaller. Dun, 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 dun. I just found out last night while we were playing Dungeons and Dragons that fucking health potions cost like 50 gold. That seems like a lot. It seems like a lot. I did not know they were that expensive. Some of the prices in Dungeons and Dragons are very strange. Like a horse costs like 100 gold. You're telling me a health potion costs 2 horses? No, 2 health potions is 1 horse? Yeah, like no, they're like in my Dungeons and Dragons world, they cost like 5 gold maximum. You can get them in like a 6-pack at like the Rite Aid. I think that's too much. 50 gold? They don't even do that much. They're not so good at what they do. You could sleep at an inn for a week for 2 silver. That is wild. When you consider that 5 GP is what the average D&D commoner makes in an entire year, you realize just how fucked up the economy is in that game. I'm about to say, like, gold is like a lot of money. Yeah, like, no. I have made up my own rules for how much things cost. I just didn't realize I had done that because I just assumed that's like how much things would cost. It never occurred to me that they would be an expensive item. You find them all the time on the ground. That's insane to me. Because it's an Acquisitions Incorporated game, because of course it is blah blah blah. I see this every time. Of course it is, because of who I am as a person. And because it's an Acquisitions Incorporated game, I kind of want money to be important, because it's like very focused on you have a job and you make money doing the job. So I want the money to have a value to it. So there's a store that they can go to, all that jazz. Uh, it's called the Arrow, because of course it is. It's Fantasy Target. It's Fantasy Target. Because of course it's Fantasy Target. It's a liminal space. But anyway, I want them to earn money and also spend it. So they have some items they have to fix, so they're going to spend money to fix on those. Unless they want to sell them, I guess. But I don't know. I want them to keep them because they're kind of cool and I designed them. I think you should keep them for reasons. This pose is very strange. I think she's just in a weird angle. I think if I change the angle, it won't be too bad. Yeah, that's better. Throw them out. I did download, somebody made like a book about like shopping in D&D that I've been like thumbing through. I haven't finished it yet. I'd have to look up what it's called. But it's been very useful so far to give me like an idea of like how to make the shopkeeper stuff more fun. Regardless of what Hexus said. No, they're good garbage. It's good garbage. Here's a Twilight. She's my favorite character to draw. She's the best pony. She's not the best pony, but she's the best one to draw because she's got very fun shapes. And she's got the best color scheme. I am going to go ahead and ink her just real quick because that's not going to take me too long. See, on the one hand, given who Omen is a person, I would make sense that the Rampage GP intake is a primary evaluation of how valuable are to the company. That is true. They're going to earn more money once they level up and rank up and stuff like that. Like their first mission, I think, is 300 gold. I think it was 300 gold. But you know, if they do well and they don't die and they do a pretty good job, we'll see. We'll see how much money they earn next time. It's fantasy economics. So yeah, I basically have to fix 5E's like price range stuff, I guess. Because the prices in 5E are buck wild. I went through some of the books last night just to like get a vague idea of like, cause I was so caught off guard by how expensive the healing potions were. I did not expect it to be 50 gold. Like that was insane to me. That was insane to me. I think I basically just use like Pokemon as like the inspiration for like how expensive things to be. Like potions, not impossible to make. Cheap. You could buy them in bulk. You know, like it's like it's $5. Yeah, for a game where some people get like very nitty gritty about like how much components you have and how much stuff you're supposed to buy. Why is everything so insane? Are you just supposed to be finding like a lot of money on goblins you kill? Like they don't have that much money. They don't have that much money. Like they're goblins. Not that you guys are gonna kill any goblins. You might, I guess. Assuming that's what's in the well. Oh, now that we've actually finished the combat, I can say, because I wasn't able to say it last time I was doing this, they fought a black pudding in the well that they went into, which was very fun for me, because they could not fucking figure out what it was for a really long time. Their rolls just weren't good enough to hit it. 1,500 gold for a plate armor, you could just pay someone else to be an adventurer for you. Yeah, like exactly. Like why would you ever do that? But yeah, no, I got to put a cool Underdark villain enemy into this well, which is cool because I wasn't intending to send them to the Underdark, even though I like a lot of Underdark creatures. Maybe eventually, but like, I was like, oh, a well is like underground. That's not like a terrible place to put something like that. It was fun. I had a good time with it. There's like an official like less terrible version, like a less evil version of it. I should have tried to eat it. You would have burned your esophagus. Hexus would be dead. Like this is not me like punishing you. I think if any person at any point ate one of these things, you would die. Just from the nature of what they are. It's like eating battery acid. Eating living malevolent battery acid. The only thing that bothers me about the black puddings is that they tend to go hand in hand with oozes, which are just like, you know, little guys, but they have like different immunities and resistances, even though they're basically functionally the same thing. I told Oyster he tried not to eat it was called pudding. Yeah, I like that they're called black puddings, but also what the fuck? That's such a buck wild name for them. Did I show you the picture of them? Because they're really gross. Let me go get it real quick. They're real gross. I'm just gonna... This one's wrapped around another creature. But, like, that's what you guys were fighting. That weird, amorphous, ooey gooey, like, grody stuff. You were basically fighting venom. It was gross. As soon as it hit the water, you couldn't see it anymore. Icky. It was icky. That's what you guys were fighting. They do. They did split. I got to split it once. Because I only made it large. I didn't make it, I forget the next level is after large. They can only split if they're medium or bigger. So no joke, I have a person in my Friday Night game whose conscience stick is that she tries to argue that she should be allowed to cast Purify Food and Water as a means of healing, curing party members. Because her Feywild native druid does actually think other party members should qualify as food. Yeah, no. Unless she intends to eat them. Like, immediately after. Unless this is like a cannibal situation. I think you could let her cast it, but it's just going to make them edible. It's not going to make them cured. You would allow it. You would allow a lot of things that shouldn't be allowed, though. This eyeball is not going to be visible with these bangs. Got to fix the bangs. Got to fix the bang situation. So I want this eyeball to stay there. There we go. That's better. I mean, it's not better, it's just different. I haven't drawn a horse in a hot minute. I love horses. So Jones in Numenera, got there, which is like the far-flung science fantasy Final Fantasy setting. Sorry, I'm so bad at reading things and also reading them out loud. They resolve the economy problem nicely. They don't track in terms of gold, silver, platinum. It's like yen, where it's just X amount of currency. Anyway, the magic items are literally priceless and thus worthless except for trade. Ugh. Not NFTs. That's kind of funny, though. Dun, dun, dun. Horse. Horse. Ooh, no, I don't like that horn at all. I think it just needs to be a little bit narrower. Yeah, that's better. I just gotta fix the tip of it a little bit. Well, they're like super fantastical hyper technology. Gotcha. Yeah, like a barter system's not terrible. It's just, if it wasn't an acquisition that incorporates a specific game, I think I wouldn't care so much about the economy working. But like, I did design very specifically them a shop to shop in, and now I realize I have to fix the economy because it sucks. Like 300 gold should be a lot of money. It should be a lot of money. Like, it should be like... It should be a lot of money. It should be worth risking your life for, which is what they're doing. You know? Even though they're only getting part of 300 gold. They're not each getting 300 gold. They're each getting... There's 5 of them, they're each getting 60 gold. Which is still a lot of money. Like, in my mind, 5 gold is like 20 bucks. Like, for me, that's like where that is. It's a lot of money, but, you know, it's a pizza. You know? It could be more money. It could be more money. So that's kind of where my stance goes. It is very icky to get paid and have no way to buy anything, though. Yeah, even though those quests sort of, who knew it was gonna do that? I did. It was me. Although, no, I guess I didn't think it was gonna be a whodunit because I didn't think Edmund was going to use Eldritch Blast on the woman. Again, I can't tell you what my plan was, because I'm probably going to reuse it in a future episode. It's not episodes, because nobody else can hear it. Session. But I didn't expect there to be a murder mystery, because there was not supposed to be a mystery to solve, because she was supposed to die peacefully in her sleep, air quotes. Omen 100% we use a company script. If you... Yeah. Yeah, this is... You guys went off the rails, but it's been fun, so I don't really care. It's... I've gotten better, I feel, at, like, planning ahead, but also not over-planning, so that when you guys do go off the rails, which has been every single session so far, I don't have to scramble to think of something anymore. Like, you guys were supposed to stay in the well. Going back was not a thing you guys were supposed to do. But then you did, and I was like, you know what? I think maybe they need help down there, so I could bring in one of the characters you just met. So now you have Penny as your extra NPC to help you. Which I'm excited about. This is actually not my pony Sona, Onyx Oblivion. This is just Twilight Sparkle. Who rules, but is not my pony Sona. You can't... No, I can't stop you. And I won't stop you. I would never stop you. But it's gotten a bit easier to, like, think off the cuff. So I do think I'm getting better at it. I do think I'm getting better at it. And now you guys have more time to spend with Penny. Penny Fairfield. Druid woman. She's the book horse. She is the book horse. Twilight isn't the best horse, but she's the she has the best character design, in my humble opinion. So she's also best horse, like, just by default. Speaking as a DM, player creativity is sometimes the best and worst parts running in the indie game. True. I do like that they will just roleplay with each other, and I can just sit there and listen, and then I don't have to plan as much. I think that's great. Hexus has a -1 charisma. Yeah, Hexus does have a -1 charisma. She sure does. I love Hexus. She's a nightmare. I like that Meatloaf's goal in life is to become friends with Crow. And Crow's goal in life is to not talk to you. He just wants to collect the paycheck he gets from being your major demo. Sometimes your players become convinced there's a problem when... Yeah, that has happened, and I'm not gonna say where it's happened yet. It has happened. And I'm just gonna let them think things like that. Because it's funny. I'm just gonna... They invent things, and then I can use that thing later. And then it looks like planning on my part, but it's not. Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry, Meatloaf. Well, Meatloaf is a boy, and Crow is very gay, so he might not stay mean to him forever. Yeah, there's no necromancers. Listen, there's no necromancers in that well. This is not a spoiler. I'm just telling you right now, that is not what you're dealing with. Every necromancer in the 5e book is like a CR 7 at minimum. I'm not throwing that at you. You guys are level 4. No. Do not prepare for necromancers in that well. You're not gonna find any. But players are in a situation where Sue player A is going to do the invasive mind surgery on another party member rather than admit that he, player A, has problems. Yeah, that's a move. That's a Crow move. Crow has problems. Crow is having his own adventure off screen. Because of course he is. Because I was given a quest at the, like, basically end of my last session playing Crow. So he is tentatively kind of doing that off screen. I was at Jones's house. I saw the plans. There are necromancers in that well. You saw no such plans. There are no necromancers. There are no necromancers in that well. There's something in that well. Not saying what. It could be anything. Could be. It's not necromancers. It's the only thing it's not. Maybe your second thing will be dealing with necromancers. But you guys are like, you guys are not high enough level to deal with necromancers. No, it's not a lich. Well, no. 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 I guess I could turn it into a lich. Technically speaking, it could be anything in the well, because I could always change it. Like, I know what's in the well. I can always change my mind. I can always change things around. Da, da, da. Let's just get rid of that real quick. Ba, 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 da, da, da. Da, da, da. Isn't everything a pre-lich? Yeah. I forgot her wings. I don't feel like drawing wings. This is pre-wing Twilight. There are no liches in Ba Sing Se. That would be a fun D&D campaign. I bet someone's done that. I bet someone has made an Avatar The Last Airbender D&D like edition. I bet there's some cool ass homebrew to be a fucking firebender. Ah, I want to do that. I want to do that. Someone run that game and invite me to it, please. Please and thank you. A whole village that's just all liches. Da, da, da. Someone's definitely done Avatar The Last Airbender D&D. There's no way that nobody's done that yet. Although, how do you decide to become avatars? Like, only one can be an avatar. How do you roll for it? Like, only one person can be the avatar. Like, somebody wants to be the avatar, you know? I want to be the avatar. Icon is the I want to play Avatar game. Gotcha. You set the game while Aang is on. Ooh, that would actually be pretty fun. Like in the world, like pre-Avatar, like that 100 years. That would be pretty cool. That is an easy solution. Wait, Jones, have you read? I have read some of Kill 6 Billion Demons. I haven't finished it, or not finished. I haven't read it in a while, so I'm not caught up. My friend Kika was really into it. So every time she tweeted about it, I would catch up when she would tweet about it, and she hasn't tweeted about it in a while. That's all. I don't like the way that looks. That's better. So every time she tweets about it, I'm like, oh shit, it's time to catch up on Kill 6 Billion Demons. And then I'll read like 50 or 60 pages. And then I'll wait for her to tweet about it again. Icon is by that guy. Ooh. Interesting. Why is this not the shape I want? Oh, I know why. I know why. Because this should be lower. So is Lancer. I have played Lancer. I played like 2 sessions of the Lancer game. I didn't really like it that much. Like the mechanics were fine. I just don't really like mecha, so I couldn't get into the aesthetic of it. I just couldn't get into that. But it, like, I understood it, you know, mechanically. It just, the genre is not for me. Like, you show up in a village when the Avatar is recently rotated, but then you find out that people who took over have no civic experience. Maybe I'm just weird thought, Eddie K. That seems kind of fun. I'm not very good at planning out political intrigue. That's not a skill that I have. Like, I'm planning out the next arc as we're not almost done the arc we're on, but like I do have to start thinking about like what happens after this. So I'm kind of like figuring out what I'm gonna do. I've dropped some breadcrumbs already, so I'm just trying to figure out which breadcrumb I want to really expand upon first. And I can't decide what I'm gonna do next. And I can't really talk about it on stream because my players are here. 2 of my players are here at minimum. Potentially a 3rd. Because Jovi was here earlier. But I don't know if she's still here. Or if she's streaming her own stream. She might be streaming her own stream. Yeah, you're here. So I can't talk about any of my cool plans. Not that they're very cool yet. No, there's no beans to spill. I'm gonna drink some water real quick. Sip, sip. And then we're gonna color this horse, and I think we'll be done. I just have to finish this one leg. And now that I've said that, it's gonna be the worst leg in the world to ink. No, that ended up being perfectly fine. The nice thing about My Little Pony legs is that they don't follow real horse anatomy, so I don't give a shit if they look bad. They just need to be, like, vaguely horse-shaped. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Horse. 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 You could talk about your cool fake plans. No, I can't. I can't do that. Because my fake plans might become my real plans. No, the real big thing I've really been doing lately is because they're definitely going to have a shopping session after they're done with this arc. This little mini arc that we're... Not mini arc, it's a real arc. Once they're finished with this. So that's really like what I've been focusing on, because they're going to have... they're going to meet Reese's husband. I'm very excited for them to meet Reese's husband. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you to meet Reese's husband. You're going to get some more crow lore. You're going to do all the fun stuff. All the fun in-between stuff. That's the fun part. You're going to get to know my NPCs. Modron? Yeah, I had to design you a love interest. It's going to be a Modron. It's just going to kind of look like a water cooler, but with like really full kissable lips. And you're horny for it. Or at least Hexus is horny for it. Maybe you're not horny for it, but it's too bad. You established that Hexus would be horny for that, so now she is. Alright, so that's the book horse. Let's get some base in here. Base. Let's get a picture of book horse so that I can draw book horse. Color book horse. Oh, please, no porn, no porn, no porn. No porn for the book horse. Failed step 1. Not that you guys can see me on Google, but failed step 1 for no porn on the book horse. I also wish there was no porn, but it's not. I did not decide. I do not get to decide what's in there when I Google things. Where isn't there a break? Oh, it's in her mouth. I know where it is. I know where it is. Ha 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 ha. Alright, expand. I think only 2 because I didn't ink this very large, so. Typing Squirtle fingers, bringing up nothing offensive was very powerful. Yeah. Modrons are good. My DM had a Modron in one of our games that they named Bill. And they didn't realize that it was like a triangle person. Like her name was Bill. It was a girl, Modron. But like she was triangular. And like the entire time I was like, oh, this thing is going to fucking kill me because I don't trust triangles named Bill. Because of Bill's cipher, and they did not realize they had done that. Even so, my guard was up the whole time for no reason. The whole time I was like, on alert, ready to die. Nope, didn't have to be. I was in no danger the whole time. No danger whatsoever. But you can't blame me for being worried. For being concerned. I've been hurt before by triangles named Bill. Not that I think anyone trusted Bill to begin with. I think if you did, that was a bad thing. That's on you. He was not designed to be trustworthy. He was designed to be very scary. But also very charming. I wish I could make a villain as good as Bill. Like, I think that's everybody's goal in life, is to make a villain as good as Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls. And we never will. He's already been invented. Imagine a Headless Horseman, a Stulhorn, and a Monodrome Modron that have teamed up in a single bounty hunting team. Jesus Christ. That's too much for me. It's too much for me. There's a Modron my players are going to encounter who's stuck on a ship, a Theseus situation where because they got ordered to rebuild a wall exactly as it was, but then the schematics were drawn, so they're trying to collect stories of the wall from residents. Oh, wow. That is a Modron situation, if I ever heard one. That's a Modron problem, specifically. Give you pink eyes. Not pink eyes, just like purple eyes. What color eyes does Twilight have? They're purple, right? Yeah, she's very purple. She has one color happening, and it's purple. And that's probably why I like her so much. In fact, that guaranteed you that's why I like her so much. I like purple. I love a good purple bitch. Their nickname is Sunny because they're always very polite. Aww. Yeah, I haven't really thought about Modrons as NPCs yet. So far, the only NPCs we have that are very, very major are Team K, who are like the current Red Larch team, but they don't live in they don't live at the Drawn and Courtier. That is like the big key difference between them and the C team. Now that the C team in universe is no longer stationed in Red Larch. But we're not going to talk about why. It doesn't matter. You guys don't even know the C team exists, so it doesn't fucking matter. They are stationed at Clover's Grocers, which is a grocery store that I made. They're not dead. They are perfectly alive. The show is just over. And I can't talk about why, because one of my players is still watching it and won't be there for 3 more years. At least 3 seasons. Horse. I have to draw her fucking cutie mark. They've all been slaughtered by Hexus. And she ate their corpses. I have to look up Twilight's cutie mark. I can't spell Twilight, apparently. Hexus buried them. No. Why would she do that? Shit, that's so much bigger than I thought it was. This music is very sad. Where's my symmetrical ruler? Boop. They undeaded themselves to fight Hexus. They did not do any of those things. That is not canon in my universe. It's not what happened to the C-Team. But don't worry about it, because again, you guys don't know they fucking exist. You just started working there. You don't know who those people are. It doesn't matter. Why is her cutie mark such a stupid shape? It's a stupid shape. I know it's a 6-pointed star because she has. It's the main 6. Like, I get it, but also it can't just be the Star of David kind of star. I guess they had to make it fancy so that we don't imply that Twilight's Jewish. I guess horse Jewish. I don't know. She can't be horse Jewish. She's not allowed. It has to be a different, stupider star. Instead of an easy to draw star, like the Star of David. It has to be a stupid star. Dun, 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 dun. Roll to have Hexus fight necromancers. No. Doesn't get to fight necromancers yet. Maybe eventually. For her birthday, I will invent a necromancer for Hexus to eat. And then she can gain his power and become a necromancer herself. That's good enough. I forgot there was like a thing underneath of it. That's not what I'm meant to do at all. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh. It's the worst part about My Little Pony drawings. I draw cutie marks. I'm just gonna draw them like this. I don't care anymore. This is just a dumb doodle, so this is what she gets. Horse stars. There we go. Let's do some coloring on this horse. Let's delete the references. I don't need them anymore. Get out of here. Get the colors into their own thing. Let's do like a purpley blue. I'm just gonna do some hard cell shading. I don't care that much. Again, this is just a doodle, so it doesn't super matter. You've killed 2 necromancers, Hexus. You haven't. Did not level up Hexus without me. She's already so strong. She's already so... I mean, you're gonna get... Eventually... The artificers don't scale very well. So she's very OP right now. But not for long. It's sooner before later. But again, you could always multi-class if that's something you want to do. There are a couple interesting multi-class options for... Artificer that work really well. Spoiler alert, Hexus becomes the Necromancer. She multiclassed into Wizard and became a Necromancer. And then had automatons that are a mix of corpses and robots. That actually sounds cool as hell. Hexus, if you want to become a necromancer, let me know. You can't fight one, but if you want to be one, sounds kind of cool. I'm into that. Horse, horse, horse. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Hexus is now an MTG character. Yeah. Hexus is now in Magic the Gathering. Hexus feels like a character from Magic the Gathering. Like, she would fit right in Ravnica. Like, she would fit right in Ravnica. We're probably never going to Ravnica, only because it's so far away. And I want to stay in Faerun for a while. So I haven't decided if we're going to go to other, like, dimensions yet. We went to the Feywild in my last group, which worked out really well because my character was from the Feywild. So that ended up being very convenient narratively. She left the Feywild and then went back immediately to act as a guide, even though she has no authority to be a guide. It was very funny. She doesn't know anything. She could not guide anyone to anything. It was very funny. Book course, book course. Hexus, you find 2 bottles and on one of the dead necromancers that they tentatively identify as potions. Are you guys just like DMing a game? I turn away for 2 seconds. Book course time. We're almost done book course. And I'll upload this to Patreon. I forgot to upload things to Patreon this week, even though I had things to upload. So I'm just going to do them probably all tomorrow. Because I forgot to set things on the queue. I'm stupid. Some people are stupid. I'm not saying it. It's me. A little bit more. Hold on, Sam. I'm pretty sure there's one more spot. There we go. Book course. Oh, there's 2 more spots. I forgot down here. There we go. There's book course. I just have to color in her eyeballs, and then book course will be done. Let's do some very bright highlights. That's not the line art. That's not the thing I meant to use. There's a lettering brush that's like for writing letters, but I really like it for highlights. It's just very sharp. I don't know, it's good. I like it. And then I lock them, and then I fill them in a little bit white, but still let that pink throw through. Do I want a little bit? No, I think I like that. Alright, but I do want an extra... No! Why did that happen? There we go. I do want to do like just a spot bright blue. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. Just a little bit of bright blue. There is so much happening in my chat right now. This is non-canonical. I'm just letting you all know this. This is not what happens to Hexus. None of this is going to be reflected in game. Absolutely not. I think that doesn't need to be there. Yeah. Here. Horse, horse, horse. Horse, horse. This is Hex's dream journal. God. A little bit of shine right there. And I think a little bit on the ears. Just this ear, not the other ear. Yay, book horse. Ta-da! I drew a horse. Probably not the only horse I'm gonna draw this week. Probably gonna draw a couple more horses. I'm just gonna add a couple spot darks. I don't know what to call these. You'll see. Just on like the back legs. Where I just take a little bit of like a really dark blue and take a soft brush just to add some extra dimension. Expand that real quick. Maybe under here as well. Actually, I think I only want it on the under part. I don't want it on the over part. Yeah, that looks better. There we go. It's a good horse. I think it's a pretty good horse. One of the Darkmans expressed for his bones from their ragged black robe and pulls his bones out of the left arm as the other the arm shifts and forms. Why is it a gun? What is happening here? Alright, I do want some more white in these eyes. She kind of looks. It's not yellow, but it does kind of look jaundice. It's a little jaundice. I thought it was going to look good, and it doesn't. It doesn't look good. It just looks weird. She just looks a little jaundice. That's better. I don't like the teeth being that colorated either. There we go. Of course. She loves books. I don't know what to tell you. She loves a good book. Let's do this bright blue as the background color. Yeah. I'm gonna save it as book horse. Alright, kids who are role-playing in my chat, for reasons I don't quite understand, we are going to be done for the evening. We have finished a book horse. We have finished a commission. We got a lot done tonight. Even though I started a bit late, I still went for the whole 3 hours, so it doesn't super matter. Sorry, I needed a nap before we got started. I am also sleepy, but I have to eat, more importantly. Goodbye, every pony. I will see you potentially, definitely tomorrow, because we're starting Cult of the Lamb tomorrow night, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna go for about 5 hours, give or take, to really sink our teeth into Cult of the Lamb. So please show up for that. That's gonna be very, very fun. I have not played it before, so I'm going in very, very blind. I've avoided watching other people play it. So I'm really, really stoked about it. And then I think either Saturday or Sunday I might do another art stream. I haven't decided yet. It's not on the schedule. But since I skipped yesterday's stream, there is Twitch integration with Cult of the Lamb. I have to look into it. I couldn't do it before because it was... I didn't have affiliate. But now there's like bits that you can do, I guess. I don't know. I'll look into it. I might not do it only because I don't know how useful bits are to me as like a person. But I don't know. But no, I'm really stoked about it. Really stoked. So show up. You don't have to show up at the beginning, but again, between 5 p.m. and like 10 p.m. tomorrow Eastern Standard Time, let's do this. Let's have fun. Me and you. You and me. Together. Let's make a cult for a lamb. Yeah, 1 bit equals 1 cent. But I'm real broke. So I might take it. I might want those pennies. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Alright, good night. Have fun. Love you all. Kiss kiss.